The Night Guard's Tale. I was a night guard, and what I witnessed changed my life forever. Let me tell you the story. I never believed in the supernatural, not once in my life, until that day came. The day I found myself working as a night guard at a well-known old hotel. A hotel of reputation and grandeur, drawing guests from across the country and even beyond. My story begins on the third floor. That floor was infamous. People whispered about it, feared it, and even the hotel staff avoided it. Strange occurrences, accidents, and unexplained events. It was said to defy the laws of nature. My colleagues often shared eerie stories of ghosts and strange sightings, especially about one specific room on that very floor. A room that had remained locked and unoccupied for decades. Some would laugh after sharing their tales, but in their eyes, I saw something different. Traces of real fear. Then came one particular night. As I carried out my routine rounds, I reached the third floor. The hallways were dimly lit, and the air was thick with the scent of old dust. Silence hung heavily in the air. I passed by that room. As usual, the door was tightly sealed. But this time, something felt different. A biting cold leaked from beneath the door, unnatural and piercing, as though ice itself was seeping into the corridor. Curiosity overpowered me. I reached for the emergency key I had received when I first started working. I never imagined I would actually use it. With a deep breath, I slowly slid the key into the lock. I glanced around nervously to ensure no one was watching. A soft click echoed as the door creaked open. And what I saw inside was no ordinary abandoned room. It was a place where time had frozen. The furniture was draped in pale white sheets, dust clung to every surface, and in the soft shadows, I noticed the details, the kind that chilled the bones. On the vanity sat an old hairbrush and an opened powder case. On the bed lay a single-eyed doll. It stared blankly into space with a faint, unsettling smile. As I stepped further inside, I suddenly heard it, a muffled sound, like someone softly sobbing. It came from the dark corner of the room. Every vein in my body turned cold. I switched on my phone's flashlight and inched slowly toward the sound. But there was nothing there. Just as I turned to leave, I heard it again, this time closer. My heart felt like it stopped. I spun around and caught a glimpse of a shadow moving rapidly across the room. I tried to run, but my feet felt frozen in place. Then the doll. It started to move. Its head twisted slowly until that single eye locked directly onto mine. It whispered in a chilling, childlike voice, "You shouldn't have opened the door." I screamed. I fell backward, trying to crawl away from the doll, my eyes never leaving it. But then I felt it. A freezing hand gripped my ankle, ice cold, like it had reached out from a grave. I looked down. Nothing. Yet the pressure grew stronger. It was as if something unseen was trying to drag me downward. I opened my mouth to cry out for help, but my voice caught in my throat. Black spots danced before my eyes, and I felt myself slipping, being pulled into the depths of something dark and unearthly. In a final act of desperation, I summoned all my strength, broke free, and lunged for the door. I slammed it shut behind me and